Hello and welcome to another tutorial by Qui. So I came across Pinterest and I found that Brasseria Rivoli restaurant have this chair. So after some research, I found it is the Thonet chair by Michael Thonet. He's a carpenter, which he invented the Thonet chair and designed it. So you can search on Pinterest Thonet chair. You can see many versions of it, and some of them as this one is quite the original Thonet chair by Michael Thonet. So today I'm gonna show you how to make this chair in Blender. Okay, first we're gonna have some reference. So here I got pure ref with some reference I found online to give me many other aspects of the chair. Okay, and then in second, just hit a new project, delete everything. Then the second thing is I need the front and side and top blueprint. So this blueprint I got from Dimension Guys. And so in this page it will provide the blueprints for many objects, and luckily I have this Thonet chair in Dimensions Guide. So I download it and then I have it. So first let me put it into Blender. So I'm on the front view here, into the side view I got here. So this one is the inverted. I will rotate it 180 degree. So let me align these. So in this display here, you can choose the opacity, use alpha, and decrease the opacity like so. So normally you will start to tracing this by make a circle and then go to the edit mode, then extrude it something, or I'll just hit control and then to right click to trace it. But see, this is a Thonet chair, so this leg here is not straight, but it bend in a certain degree. Also this one and this one. So I got another method for it. It just use the curve bezier. So shift A, curve and bezier. So you have this. The next thing is I'm gonna rotate it by 90 degree and go to the edit mode. Then we have it, this one here. So go to the side and I will scale it down a little bit and rotate to the direction of the wood here, because this as you can see in the PRF. I try to explain that this leg is gonna go all over and then do a half round, half turn to the other side, and then it will form the back of the chair and also the leg. So first I'm gonna do this by put a vertex here, and then I'm gonna rotate it like so, and try to follow the reference, the blueprint. So extrude again. There we have this, and then I'll rotate it as well. Maybe this one I'll scale it down a little bit. Okay, to the front view. Then we have this. So this one should be lined with this side. So I will rotate it a little bit, and this one I will move it here and then rotate it as well. And this one I will rotate it by so. So the point is trying to follow as close as possible, and then I'll extrude it again and rotate by just like that. Okay, maybe this one. I'll scale it down. Okay, check it again. So this one is not correct. So as you can see in the top view, this one is quite wrong. So I'll rotate it to be like one arrow. I can put the top view if I want, but I think it's not necessary at first. Let me put into to this view and see what happened. So it's not quite the same. So I'll rotate it later and see. So this one is come up here and then to the side, and then I think the top view is not correct. So I keep it like that. Okay, this one I will rotate it a little bit, and then this one. So let's turn on the geometry in bevel, and then you can see it will form the shape of the wood. So I just turn it on to easy to see the form of the chair here. So this part is quite time consuming. Okay, I think this is quite good. Next, I'm gonna do a mirror modifier and choose the just to the x-axis, and then I will apply the rotation. It means it will reset the rotation, and then to the x-axis I will use clipping. I use the bisect, so it's basically cut out the unused geometry, but this one is flip, so I'm gonna choose flip here. I don't know if clip-ins work. So as you can see, when we put it down, then you can see it's perfectly mirrored. So in this reference, you can easily recognize that this radius here is smaller than this one, and then it increase in this point, and then smaller, decrease the radius in this one, and then become larger again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna choose this vertex and then choose the radius tool, or just Alt and S, so I can scale just the point, radius of the point. So like that. Maybe it was smaller. So basically the blueprint is just shows the dimensions and the location of the where to put things, but I don't think it's quite accurate according to something like this, and we are following the reference here, the image actually. So then check this one. Okay, so this is a perfect piece. Okay, next I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate this one, Shift D, and then escape, go to the edit mode, and then here. So I'm gonna scale it by the y-axis and this one. So basically we will flip the curve. Okay, and for the frontier we don't need this one, so I'm gonna delete it. We're just gonna need this one. Then I'm gonna rotate it, move it like so. Maybe this one can be bigger. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so actually this one is not like the Thonet chair that we trying to model, because I'm following this reference, not this one. This one, because this one is too easy, don't you think? So I'm gonna model this one too. It will start here and then come around and end here. So it basically like this one, but more complicated. So I'm gonna duplicate this one, escape, and then I'm gonna start here. So I'm gonna delete this one. I'm gonna start here, and then I'll extrude it, I'll rotate it, scale it, and extrude it again, and rotate it, scale it. So this thing actually touching in this point, and then touch the sitting at this point, and then touch the front leg at this point. So I'm gonna make it touching here. This one I can pull it together, rotate it by 90, rotate it to the horizontal line, then scale it. This one I will rotate it. So basically it, yeah, like so. So you can see it intersect with the front leg of the chair. So I'm gonna reduce it a little, and then I'll put this one here, and I think it's not so hard to make here. And then we have this one, just like the one here. So this one you can rotate it a little to make it more, curve, smooth, or something. Okay, maybe this is enough for the. Okay, and then we skip this one because we already have this one. But I think the bevel radius is smaller a little, like so. Okay, now we're gonna model this one and the one in the back of the chair, the supporting back. Now shift D and then tap. The reason I don't move it in the object mode is because if we do that, we will lose in the origin point. So I'm gonna go to the edit mode every time and then just edit in the edit mode. And we'll keep the origin point on the curve at the same point at the 3D cursor. Okay. So this one is here, touching this one. You can see it here. It touching this side and then go on over to the other side. So I'm gonna move this one here. Sorry, move this one here. And then I'm gonna rotate it right and add do another extrude. Scale it down a little bit and rotate it to the right direction. Okay, rotate it by the Z-axis and hold the shift button to be more accurate. R and the Y-axis. Okay, rotate it a little more. So this one is not. Maybe that I do it before, so I'm gonna do. I found it pretty easy to do. Let me know your thought. Is it easy or is it hard to follow? Let me know in the comment below. Okay, that is for all the curved wood, bentwood, something. Now is the supporting of the sitting. But first, I will make this sitting by Shift A and choose a cylinder or circle. It depends. I usually use circle and then I move it to this side. And then I rotate it a little bit. Okay. Go to the edit mode and I will scale it down, here. Okay, maybe a little more. Okay, and then I'm gonna hit F to fill this circle, then extrude it. Okay, so I will show you how to make this chair with the cushion, the what is it called, the cushion made of leather here. So this one I'll bring it down a little bit, and then I'll insert it, then I extrude again. So this one we cannot do a perfect subdivision because of the it will smooth out the seating. So before we make a subdivision, I will add another modifier and choose bevel. So the point of the bevel is, you know, create some crease here, and then I'll choose angle. So this, if only over the 30-degree, it will create the bevel modifier. So I'm choose the segment 2 here, and then set the profile to 1. By this, you can make the up and basically make 2 loop cuts at each side of the mesh. You can see it here and here. Instead of we normally to have a loop cut here, now we don't need to do it. It will automatically make it 1, 2, 1, 2. So after we bevel it, just open the subdivision again, and it will be smooth like so. Okay, so after we have a seating, we will add the supporting here. So we don't have this here, but we have this in the model here, so it's optional, but I think it will be easy to do, so I will do it real quick. So just duplicate this one, escape, and then tab, go to the edit mode, and I will delete this one. Sorry, delete this one. And this one I will rotate it to fit with the side of the back of the chair. So this one I will rotate it. And then go to the top view and then rotate it again. Front view. So it basically like so. I'm gonna subdivide this one, and just to keep the radius of this one, I will reduce the radius of the both side by hitting Alt S, and then scale it down like so, and then yeah, like that. Okay, that's almost done. So I'm gonna hide this one. So I will make a cushion from this face of the sitting. Just use the face here and shift D and then escape and then hit P to separate by selection. Now we have the circle one here, then I'm gonna delete the bevel. Okay, we have this circle here. So I will extrude it and then extrude it again, resize it, extrude it one more time, and extrude it one more time, scale it, extrude it, scale it, and then so F is create the kind of weird shading here. You can see it here. And when you delete the face and then Control F and grid fill, you tend to disappear that problem. But now this sitting cushion is too flat, so I'm gonna scale it up. And if you want to avoid all of that, you can try to F and then hit I to smooth out the cushion. Then hit I again, and then the artifacts is gone. So I'm gonna put another loop cut here, slide it down to the, so we have the cushion. Okay, now the rest is just fill all the curve here. So this is the Thonet chair that we want. I'm gonna duplicate this here and duplicate it here and then move it to the new collection called trash. Okay, and then I hide it. So rest is just the curve. So I just make a backup. Okay, I right click and choose convert to mesh. And before I convert to mesh, I wanna double check the wireframe. So the wireframe is not too low, but it's not too high. It shouldn't be too slow. So I'm gonna convert mesh and add a subdivision to see if it's smooth enough. Okay. Then so I want to fill the gap here. As you can see now, it's start to smooth out this one. So I'm gonna choose the edge selection and then Control B to bevel it like 2. Oh, before I do it, I have to check again the reference. So this one is have a diagonal cut. Not this one. Yeah, but this one have a diagonal cut here. So what I'm gonna do is gonna use the shear and then choose the normal, the normal orientation. Then I will have the sliding control of the face here, and then I add a bevel by Control B It's keep getting off. Control B. No. Control V. So it's got it like that. So continue to this one. Convert to mesh. And this one now. F and this one. I want it to be touching the ground. So I'm gonna slide it to touch the ground here. And then, just scale into Z axis and 0. Okay. And I'm gonna put it here. Scale Z 0. Scale Z 0. Why is okay? I'm choosing the normal here. So switch to global. Okay. So Control B to bevel. Here I will add. Should I add subdivision? Yes. This one is glitchy. Okay. Well, this one. Ooh. What is this? So keep in mind that something happened like this one. So I'm gonna scale it by the x-axis and 0. Then hit Alt M, and merge by distance. It will clean up all the problem. Okay, and then this one, convert to mesh. And we have this one, face this one too. And as I remember, this one also has the diagonal to cut here, as you can see it here. So for this one, I will slide it like before, like so. And then this one, okay, that's good. Bevel it. This one too. Oh, this one just hit Shift R. If you already done this one, like so, you can choose Shift R to repeat the last operation. Okay, and then Control 2 to add a subdivision. Okay, this one is quite easy, I think. So this one F, this one F, Control B, and this one Control B. Modify subdivision. Okay, and this one is just like the previous one. Convert mass. Scale Z to 0. And then Control B. No, just hit face and then Control V. Okay. And then for the top one, see, recycle Z, F, Control B, and another subdivision. So what? This one is not correct. So I'll go to the edit mode and then I'll delete this one by face. and add another mirror modifier. Put it before and then applied it. Okay, the advantage of having the same origin point is you can do the mirror modifier without hesitation. It will correct. Okay, and then this time it's time for the UV unwrapping. That's for the model. UV unwrapping is pretty easy for the chair like this one. Put another UV editor, and then as you can see, it already is checked like so. I will hit U, unwrap again. So it auto generate the UV for you, but I think it can be improved by manually doing the unwrapping. So first I'm gonna select this one by Alt and select. So we select on the loop here, and then Alt and Shift to select the upper, and then the bottom one. Okay, I'll do the same for this one. Then right click and mark seam. Okay, then we hit U here. Okay, maybe rotate it by 90 degrees. Look like a paint, and what a strain. Okay, now I have this one, and I have this one, and I have this one. I'll mark seam and unwrap. That's pretty good, you know. This one, I'll choose this one, and nope, I'll choose this one first, and this one. Then I will make the seam inside to make it less obvious, you know. Okay, mark seam here and do the rest, and do the same for the other side. Seam, select on and U to unwrap. You know, it's quite time consuming, but when you're used to it, you can do it a lot faster. Mark seam and U unwrap. This one I'll rotate it to the 90 degree because all of them are in the same direction. That will be easy for you to do the texture. Okay, this one, and this one, and this one. Mark seam, U unwrap. Your same direction. This one is also wood, so I'm gonna isolate this one, and then check this. Select this one and select this one, and then I'll select the less obvious seam, you know, in this side, and then mark seam, U unwrap. Okay, this will cause the problem because this one is curved, it's not straight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna choose the face selection and select all, and then I select the most the most rectangular face here, and usually it in the middle. So, and then right click and follow active quad, and then it will somehow fix the issue. But if I make this one is more rectangular by scaling the y-axis or align for the y, this one align for the x, align for the x, and then if I select on and select this one last, follow active quad, it will be more accurate. Okay, select on UV and then Park Island. Okay, so, and the last thing is the cushion, which is easy, just like before, using this one. So I'm gonna use this one and mark him here and unwrap. Then we have the upper one and the bottom one of the cushion, which is, I think, pretty good. Okay, that is for the UV. I'll select on, and then as you can see, it's quite overlapped, but it's okay. Trust me. For the wood of a chair, and then for the leather as well, I will use the PBR material from CC0 texture here. So I'm gonna search for wood here, and then looking for something like plain wood. Maybe this one. No. Yeah, maybe this one. And then for the, yeah, this one is good. You can see is the direction of the wood is vertical, so that's why I rotate on the UV in the same direction. That will be easier for doing the texture. Okay, and then I'm gonna search for the leather. I have this one. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and download this one. After I download the texture, I'm gonna extract it here. Then we have the texture here. So the rest is easy. Go to the material preview, and we're gonna make a new material for this one. Call it wood, and then go to the shader editor. Click the principal, the SDF, and Control Shift T. Then go to the texture folder, search for the texture of the wood material, which is this one, then this one, and hit setup. So what it does is connect each of the element to this, to the right slot of the principal, like the color, the roughness, the normal map, and the displacement, if you tend to use displacement. So the only the color space is sRGB, the rest are non-color, which is pretty right. I find this technique is quite time saving, but I think I have another. So the next thing is I'm gonna apply those object to the material here. I select them on and select the object that already have the material, and then Control L and choose material. It will apply all of them to the same material here. Another way is choosing this one. Go to the material tab and you can see the wood here. So the fun way is I'm gonna drag this one to the other object, and it's not time saving, but it's fun to do, right? Do you think? So as you can see in the wood direction is quite right, but I think the wood range is too big, so I'm gonna scale it by 2, and it's better. Okay, I'll do the same for the letter here by hitting new and make it letter. Control Shift T and choose 1, 2, 3, 4 texture 5, and it will automatically combine it for you. So I'm gonna scale it by 3, and this will be better. Okay, the next thing is just put some land, put some plane, and render. Or maybe you can put into your scenes, interior scene, and render it out. I'm gonna put a camera here. Scale it up to see what is inside the camera and hit 0. Put the camera down, and then I will use the Shift Y to adjust the crop of the frame. So this technique is mentioned a lot in the previous video. If you haven't heard it, haven't watched it, go check it out. Go have a look and check it out. Okay, go to the render, and it is so dark here. That's why we don't have that's because we don't have any light in the scenes. I'm gonna make it even darker by turning it off to almost black. Then I'm gonna make an area light, then put it up. So I just realized that the chair here is not in the right dimension. So it's now 3 meters tall. So I'm gonna scale it down. Like, I think the chair is like quite not a meter height, just 8 or 900 millimeters. So I'm gonna scale it down like 0.85. Okay, that's okay. And then I'll put it to the bottom, and then it's too big now. And then we have a chair. So I'm gonna set up a more studio-like light setup. Yeah, which means studio just do and 3-point light and increase the strength. Okay, thank you for joining me today. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more tutorial in the future, please hit the subscribe button. See you in next week. Oh, one more thing is, if you like this chair, go support me by buying this chair on my Gumroad. Take a look at some good product there. And if you want to follow along, please follow along and tag me in your Instagram post. I'll see you there. Thank you.